Well, good morning. It is the next day. Dropped the Delica off at curbside to get the tent and rode the bikes with the boys. Got some donuts. Well, they got a donut and they rode over, and now we're on to the start of the show. Had her on a trickle charger last night and pulled it off right now. It says it's fully charged. And here is the majesty of the 3G, 83? 3-cylinder engine. First look, yeah, definitely needs accessory belt. I already have the timing belt, have the accessory belt. I hope I have the right one. Air filter, look at the gasket on that. You can tell it's just been sitting. All right, good. Headlight restoration for sure. You see the green there. So it's been sitting a while. From getting in it yesterday, I noticed that the front suspension is really like, but I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, you know? From a quick glimpse down in here, it doesn't look like there's any leaking on the strut, so that's a good sign. Up top seems to be fine. All that good stuff, which I can clean up. A little bit of a dent here and here. But again, I'm just showing you stuff. I really don't care. For the price at which I got her for, that's nothing. A little bit of rust starting there, which is conveniently where a decal may go, a tribute decal. Just dirty, dirty, dirty. Holy cross. I don't have the option where the glass flips up, or it doesn't even have a third brake light. So this is like the bare bones one, basic version of the Toppo. And I kind of showed this yesterday. That's kind of neat, really. No spare, which, you know, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna go to pick and pull, see what I can scavenge up. Spider webs, courtesy of Japan. There's some more floating around here. Don't let this exhaust pipe fool you. It's smaller, as you can see. Inside, nothing to write home about. There's the Speedo. I can give it a start, a cold start. A little bit of a hesitation at start, but she's been sitting forever. She has 65,741 kilometers. Do the math, Google it. Came with a, oh, you can convert that in miles. Came with a awesome cassette. Maybe I have one floating around. Let's see if it works. Just in the meantime. It doesn't have any kind of cup holders whatsoever. At all. So I do have some. The spring type. Fit right there, and there's so much room. God, there's so much room. It's crazy that you know, David, Mindy, and Nick, way before the fame, did a little review on this on David's old Toppo, and he's not kidding. He's like 6 foot. I'm not anywhere. I'm 5'7", and there's like 1,000,000 miles from the top of over the roof liner to my head. you can tell that she's been sitting out in the sun. I mean, you can tell the plastics are really dry. So that's something I'm gonna have to really like take in consideration when I start detailing it or kind of hydrating some of this stuff. Like, oh man, it's really bad. Glove, it came with this stuff, which is awesome. My Delica has all this stuff too, which is great. Stagia, not so much. So typically with these, there's records of what was done. So it can give me an idea of at least if maybe the timing belt was done. If not, then whatever, I have one in place. Oh man. The ink bled through. Let's see, there's this. So I'll decipher that. It looks like 1/9 of 2025. Well, I'll check it out. But it's great. It came with its own instruction manual, which is a light reading if you can read Japanese. Other than that, that's it. AC needs to be refreshed. It does blow. The fan does work. And I hear the compressor kick on, so that's also a good sign, but it may need a refresh. Now, when I got her, I had that spare gas tank on the GX, and that fits about 3 gallons. And this was empty when I got her, pretty much empty. And I just, might as well dump that gas in here just so I have some fresh gas. And over half a tank. So 3 gallons over half a tank, you do the math, that's pretty dang good. When I got her home, I drove her down the block real quick just to see how it drives. And it drives like an automatic 3-cylinder. I had the privilege of going to Japan last year and renting a Kei car, and it happened to be a Mitsubishi EK, which is basically the newer version of this car, because this is the predecessor to the EK wagon. And to me, that felt like a regular car. And sitting in this car right now, it does feel like a normal car because of all the space you have. But yeah, it's not going to be powerful by any means. It's not going to be a speed demon. There's rust on the rotors, and I can hear it kind of getting worked away. So that's one thing. I did buy some pads for it. I'm trying to resurface these rotors, save some money there, because I'm dumping money in other places. So today, I'll see what I can do. This is kind of a real quick overview of it and the port day. If you have any questions about how to pick up a car at Port of Los Angeles, let me know. I said it before and I'll say it again. It is not what they make it out to be in the other videos that I watched with in YouTube about Port of Los Angeles. Follow directions. I was speaking to the port person, and she is a absolute sweetheart. You'll recognize her with her bright pink reflective vest. She'll give you the heads up where things are, what you need to do. You follow those instructions. It's easy breezy. You tell her that, hey, I watched this video about some guy talking about how awesome you are, and she'll know, because every time I go there, I mention it to her. I'm like, she makes it smooth and easy. Like I mentioned yesterday, picking up the car was a breeze. Go to the first security office or booth when you get to the address, 500 Waters Street or Avenue or whatever it is. You walk over there, you got a security guard, you show them your delivery order, and then say, have you ever been here before? And if you say no, or you have to have a twig or an escort paid for. And if you've never been there, he'll go, all right, this is what you need to do. Get back in your car. You're gonna have to drive around, and it's right before the railroad tracks. There's this turn off to the right, and you make that turn and you drive and you keep going down a little bit, maybe like 5 minutes or so, and then you'll get to another gate, and there's another security booth, and then a bungalow where our port person is. And whip around, try to find parking, you know, adjust accordingly with your trailer, whoever's out there. Or because when I got there, there's some content creators and they're just talking about a BMW they imported, which was really clean, by the way, but they're kind of in the way, you know. So don't be that person. Everyone wants to kind of get in there and get their car, especially if you're pulling a trailer. It's not trailer friendly, because even like big car transport semi trucks are just parking on the side of the road, and you'll see that too. So just be set up for that. But once you get in there, you give your driver's license to that security booth, and then you walk over to the next bungalow, and then you meet our wonderful port person, and she gives you the heads up and tells you where the cars are, and you walk over there, find your car, bring it back, park it on the left side right before the gate, give her the paperwork, she makes a copy of it, verifies you got the right car just to make sure, then you head down and get your driver's license and load up your car, and it's said and done. It's literally easy, that easy. I'll be doing this again in a couple of weeks when our 5th edition comes through. So I'll give you another video on that. Thank you for watching. I know this is kind of a long one, but it gives you a little bit more detail with what goes on at the port. Consider liking, subscribing, YouTube, yeah. But till next time, thank you for watching. Bye.